all.
Before any proofs could come, 8 million people in an open jail is unprecedented in this day and age. And then this nonsense that this is a part of India, so the world should stay out. Just to remind the world that there are 11 Security Council, UN Security Council resolutions that recognize Kashmir as a disputed territory and which gave the right to people of Kashmir the right of self-determination through a plebiscite to decide their destiny. That right has been given to the people of Kashmir. For 70 years, this plebiscite never took place. And then unilaterally, this BJP government has annexed Kashmir. They have gone against their own constitution. They've revoked the constitution of Article 370. And so what we fear now, I mean, the next point is what is going to happen. What we fear, and which is the stated aim of the BJP government, that they will change the demography of Kashmir. To change the demography of an occupied piece of land is against the Fourth Geneva Convention. It's considered a war crime. I also want the United Nations they have a responsibility. After all, it is the United Nations Security Council resolution that gave the Kashmiris the right of self-determination. And what is happening to them right now, responsibility lies on the United Nations too. And also, I think, finally, of the world leaders, the big countries, the powerful countries, I would urge them to look beyond big markets. There are certain, if this thing goes wrong, the effects will go way beyond the borders of the subcontinent. And this obsession with big markets and trade and all that, I mean, this is serious. Before 5th August, Pakistan tried everything. I spoke to President Modi too, saying we have similar problems. Our problem is poverty, above anything. The responsibility of the head of state above anything is to get people out of poverty. And conflict is one that creates poverty. And sadly, as I said, there was no response. Now, after the 5th of August, I'm afraid, what is the point of talking now? What they had done to Kashmir, unless and until they lift the curfew and then restore that Article 370, there's no chance of talking. So that's why we've asked President Trump and other world leaders to intervene. I mean, we have the situation in Afghanistan, and here's me on record saying that I was anti this, the whole war in Afghanistan and Pakistan becoming part of this war. And I was told both times that, look, the war in Afghanistan will be over in a few weeks, and Pakistan will only be involved in it for a few weeks. So, 19 years down the line, we have a situation. Again, by the way, we are still hoping. I've spoken to President Trump. We are trying now to get the talks restarted between Taliban and the Americans. And hopefully, if the deal is signed, which was almost about to be signed, then I would try and meet the Taliban to convince them to talk to the Afghan government then. Because until now, that's where the hitch was. Taliban were talking to the Americans, but not to the Afghan government. So Pakistan is affected by this, by all the turmoil in Afghanistan. We desperately want there to be peace, also for the sake of people of Afghanistan. Also, this would be a tragedy for not just Pakistan, but I mean for all developing countries with their budgets being affected if this war takes place and the oil prices shoot up. It's going to cause much more poverty, so we'll try our best in both cases.